shoulder at 34. He's also 4 inches taller. We highlight the new weight class. Edson Barboza has been in the UFC nearly 10 years, but his first featherweight appearance, he has a 4-inch reach advantage. Back inside the octagon, we send it to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a striker holding a professional record, 20 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 145 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Nova Friburgo, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Edson Jr. Barboza. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 13 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 146 pounds. Fighting out of Hawaii, Hawaii, Dan 50K Ige. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Jason Herzar.
Big matchup at featherweight, and perhaps the UFC's most exciting division right now. I mean, there is not a bad fight in that top 15. Number 15 is where Dan Ige finds himself after a 5-fight win streak. Edson Barboza, no stranger to having a number next to his name at lightweight. Tonight's fight clock is brought to you by Modelo. Dan Ige immediately forward.
Yeah, straight away. That's the advantage that he has in the hands. Of course, Edson, we all know, he's got an advantage in the kicks over anybody on the planet, pretty much.
Yeah, but this is exactly what Dan Ige's got to do. He's got to be aggressive, get in Edson's face, because if you let him get comfortable with his kicks and his knees, he's a dangerous. Yeah, he's getting a little overwhelmed right now.
Well, it's the oldest saying in the book, you've got to crowd a kicker. If you crowd the kicker, you get in the face, you use the hands. You
nice
don't give them
there.
space to
Big right from Barboza. Ige trying to get his wits on the ground.
He's trying to survive. He's tying him up here. Nice right hand that dropped Ige from Edson there.
He's looking for an armbar.
If you're wondering if the power would translate on his way down with 10 less pounds, it has. And now big ground and pound for Barboza.
Yeah, I'm talking about kicks.
Off a big right
hand.
Hammer fist from the bottom now here for Ige, who survives quite nicely there to regain full guard.
Pull that head down, posture him, pull him down.
Just looked at the replay, right on the temple. Right hook, actually, not even a straight right. Right hook. But look, Ige, no slouch off his
busy.
They are serious hammer fists. You know, it looked like Edson was trying to bait an armbar. By leaving that arm extended, sometimes you roll for an armbar, but then you explode on the face, you pass the guard. Because Edson knows, he's been around jiu-jitsu long enough to know that you can't leave your arm out straight like that.
How about the survival from Ige to take that big shot and return to his feet, and Barboza, a nice first 2 minutes.
Yeah, Edson was covered up.
As you said, Paul, wow,
yeah,
beautiful uppercut. He was getting a little overzealous. Ige was coming in too hard. And against a guy, a seasoned vet like Barboza, you can't do that. You can't throw caution to the wind and just rush in.
We haven't even seen a kick from Edson yet.
Ige showing a chin, though.
Saw one from Ige, though.
It was a nice one as well.
Now they return right to center.
There we go.
Big kick that time from Barboza as Ige was moving in. Ige on his 5-fight win streak has ended 2 of those in the first round.
Edson's really looking for that right elbow over the top.
Nice balance of submissions and knockouts for Ige. 3 wins by knockout, 5 by submission of 13 pro wins. Wow, it's a dozen knockouts for the veteran Barboza.
Real nice straight right to the body. She'll come up with a left hook over that.
Normally we see a lot of switch kicks from Edson. We haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, interesting. I wonder why. As you said, I don't think there's been a single kick, but there's one.
He must have heard me. Ooh, big swing from Ige.
He puts everything into those shots.
Oh
That one kind of got through as well.
Nice leg kick there.
Kick spins him around.
I mean, that was sickening. Sickening.
A Another leg kick and a
check
left.
hook.
Wow, and how about Ige airborne?
Man, that's what makes him who he is that toughness. You get him, he wants to get you back right away. Nice body work there from Ige. Edson looking for the knee.
And now after that big shot from Barboza, Ige dealing with something under the right eye.
Yeah, Ige is just absolutely fearless. I mean, he's taken a few big, heavy shots here, but it hasn't slowed him down at all. He's still pushing forward. He's still swinging with everything he's got, and he's still trying to knock him out.
And when I talked to Ige, he knew that. Him and his coaches knew that they were going to have to go through the storm to be able to get inside and work and potentially beat up Edson.
Well, nobody knows that better than you, but, you know, listen, if you're going to fight Edson Barboza, you're going to take some damage.
You're going to get struck.
And you're going to feel it the next day.
Yeah, a little bit.
Barboza's last fight was against the man to my right, Paul Felder, back in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, and that was, man, it was so hot in there, too. We were both just pouring sweat. Much like these guys are right now, though.
30 seconds to go here in the first of 3 possible rounds.
Edson's starting to control the octagon. We see that Ige's backed up here. He's wearing a little damage on his face. Barboza's cutting off the fence. Looks to be slowly taking over.
Step in knee that time from Barboza. And Ige swinging on the other side as we enter the final 10 seconds of round 1. Man, heavy shots on each side through these first 5 minutes. Round 2 coming up.
Muito bom.
Very good. Okay. Turn side so Barham can talk too. Let's breathe. Here we go. Here we go.
Controlar a primeira respiração.
Let's control our breathing first. Here we go.
Muito bom.
Very good.
Deixa eu te falar, preciso de pouco das manjas fintas. Eu
I
quero que você
need to
alterne
feint
pouquinho
more,
do chute, por
and I
dentro,
need
por
you
fora,
to
mas
kick
joga a mão,
inside
entendeu?
outside, but
A
throw the
porrada dele
hand
sempre
too.
por fora.
His hands
O
always come on the
primeiro, não
outside
pra você de costas
or the
na
inside.
grade.
I don't want you
Entendeu?
with your
Paciência
back on the
com as jogadas.
cage.
O Thiago, você não deu nenhuma. Quando ele tava
Patience
na
with
grade,
your
se
knees.
movimenta pra cá, incomoda ele no Thiago.
Come on, and let's use the chichagi.
De novo. Cai por cima de novo. Vamos alternar sempre cotovelada
If you
curtinha.
get on top, let's use those short elbows again.
Um pouquinho mais as fintas.
Okay, I want more feints.
Muito bom, 1-0.
Very good, 1-0.
1-0, tá? Vamos só chutar mais.
All right, let's take a look at this elbow right over the top. That's what started it, and then this right hook right on the same spot puts Ige down. Beautiful leg kicks from Edson Barboza as well. Nice check hook. And here's that flying knee that lands right on the mouth of Edson, and there's actually a hematoma that the cutmen didn't really think it was too concerning to put an end swell on.
That definitely needed some attention, and it got 0. I mean, Edson's not fazed by it. You know, he's been here so many times before, but still, you know, that's the Coleman should have done that. Look at Ige, though.
Wow,
Look at
Ige
this.
puts it forward and lands to the chin with that right.
2 big, heavy shots for Ige there.
Ige with an inside leg kick and then a combination up top.
Yeah, Ige is far from done.
Lands a nice 2-1 there.
He's so fast as well. When Ige lets it go, man, he's just blistering.
Oh, that body kick hurt. But Ige just toughs through it. Listen, that's the other thing, Mike, that I was worried about, right? Was maybe his power will transfer, but what about the speed difference? You know, there's a big difference between featherweights and lightweights, and especially a guy like Ige, who's not a massive 145er, but a fast one and a tough one.
Yes. Well, speed's so important, you know. You don't necessarily need the biggest power if you've got the speed. You know, if you can hit them more times than they can hit you, then, you know, you're on track to win the fight.
And perhaps the most impressive thing about Ige is nothing physical. It's between the ears. It's his mindset and his quiet confidence. I mean, you can just tell by talking to this guy. So impressed by him.
Yeah, great mental approach, but he's definitely got some physicality, Brendan. I mean, he's swinging bombs. Have you seen the cheek on Edson Barboza? You don't do that by willing it there.
It's got to start with the mind, Mike.
I wish I could. I wish I could just will damage.
Yeah, hold on.
Wouldn't that be great?
Hematoma.
Knockout. Oh, he's got the clinch. That's tight from Edson.
Oh, needed a body there.
But Ige rips some body shots back, but he's still tied up.
Yeah, you got to be careful in this situation. A lot of the time, it's very tempting to throw body shots when you're in the tie clinch. First thing you got to do, you got to get that chin up. You're going to look at the ceiling.
Ige just missed with a right hook.
Closing the distance, and Barboza with a nice left hook as we approach 3 minutes in the second round.
Living up nicely to what I anticipated for this fight.
Yeah, certainly.
That's nice work there from Ige to avoid those leg kicks. You don't want to eat too many from Mr. Barboza.
Barboza has proven since his UFC debut in 2010 to be must-see TV, and Ige quickly becoming that type of fighter that you always want to watch when he's making the walk.
You got a lot. I'm surprised Edson hasn't looked for something.
Sat into that right-handed Ige.
Edson wobbled a little bit there. A couple of big shots got through.
And he's slowing. Nice leg kick.
Oh, man, look. Ige just ate that. That low kick didn't even react. Fired back with 3 shots.
He knew it. You know, you've got to know that you're going to eat those leg kicks.
I just showed you the output there. More than 100 total strikes thrown from Ige, who has an advantage in the strikes landed as well slightly.
But Edson did drop him in the first round.
Yeah.
But this second round, very much body kick.
Yeah, I think Edson probably got the first round. It was close, and looking at this round, I think Ige's getting this one back. Still 2 minutes left, though. Ige seems to be the fresher guy, throwing a higher output and with more ferocity at this stage.
Nice elbow on the inside.
Ige after Barboza had locked up a tie clinch.
Oh, another front kick.
Look at that.
Trying to
What did I
catch that
tell you,
kick.
bro?
Yeah.
His takedown defense is phenomenal.
Yeah, well, Edson Barboza, every single opponent that he's fought, they try and take him down. So you just develop outstanding takedown defense. And you know, right now, even though they'd rather be on, he's locking up an anaconda. He's going for an anaconda.
Ige scrambling back to the feet, dodging the danger, and then staying out of distance with a spinning kick of Barboza.
Left hook from Barboza lands. Both guys a little busted up here in the second round.
Some
nice
blood from
right
the
hand.
bridge of the nose of Barboza as he lands a right. Significant strikes in round number 2 look like this. Slight advantage for Dan Ige.
The speed of both of these guys is just outstanding.
Oh, wow, body kick.
Oh, that hurt him.
Did it catch him low?
No, I don't think so. I think it caught the liver with the knee.
Ige surviving here before he shoots a takedown.
Oh,
Pulled guard.
Caught the replay, and it was not below the belt. It was a clean kick from Barboza to the midsection.
ooh, it was the knee. Yeah, the knee glanced right off the old liver. Ige's got to cover up here. Edson landed some good ground and pound.
Yeah, just like in the first round, those hammer fists.
Yeah, he's good at that.
Heavy.
Yep.
Wow, big time momentum
yeah.
for Edson Barboza late in
gave-
his second round.
Not a good finish for Ige for the second round.
Final seconds here, third round coming up.
Breathe, kiddo. Deep breaths.
Got a nice body.
Yeah, all right. Listen,
job, Dan.
listen. I need you to sell out this round. I don't know what they're going to look at after that round, too. You understand? I want you to fight this fucking round like we're down. You understand me? The one body is there, but you need the add-on. It's beautiful. And if you're going to go 1 plus instead, 1 body plus, change that angle. Listen, I need you to sell out right now. This is it. He does not want it more. Okay? You're absolutely right. I need you to stay busy on that body, come back to the head. Through the body, we find the head. You understand me? What do you got?
Look for those body shots on the inside.
Yeah.
Those shot elbows.
Hey, dig, motherfucker.
What are we doing
Dig.
round 3?
Let's go. Let's go.
Stick around for Sports Center tonight after UFC Fight Night with Butchie and Eves. They'll have full post-fight coverage with Chael Sonnen, plus looking back at the Last Dance season and Stuart Scott's interview with Michael Jordan, plus the top 10 NBA playoff performances of all time. Sports Center right after us, UFC Fight Night on ESPN, and you can catch it on the ESPN app.
And Ige even admitted it, said, got me good to the body.
Yep.
And he was loading up to throw that right hand, and that's when Edson caught him and the knee glanced off the liver. And that's, man, when you're throwing your right hand with everything you have and you get clipped right on the liver, Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, now Edson knows. He knows this is.
Oh, look at that. That was a beautiful 1-2 by Edson.
And after a great start to the second round, who knows how the judges saw it after that heavy rally by Barboza late in the corner of Dan Ige, warning him, let's fight like we're down. You need to sell out after how that thing ended.
I thought that was great corner advice from Eric. He's saying, hey, you got to go for broke, basically. You need this because we don't know how they're going to score that second round. You were winning, but Edson ends up on top with some beautiful ground and pound. Probably stole the round. Probably up 2-0.
And now 4 minutes to go for this huge featherweight matchup.
Ige is still throwing heat, though.
Swinging with everything he's got. I mean, that was a big looping overhand right, but just so fast.
Leads with the left that time.
He's got to try to cut Edson off here.
Yeah, I'd like to see him try and set up those big swinging shots as well. You know, just pull out a jab, give a little misdirection, give him something else to think about first, as opposed to just winging that overhand right first. Because, you know, when it's one shot, you've got the hands up, you can block that. But the second or the third, they're the ones that you don't see coming.
Yeah, unfortunately for Ige, I think what happened to him is what happens to so many people that face Edson is they get clipped to that body. They get worried about that left side kick or that knee coming up, and you get gun shy.
Well, it's not just that. Also, you fall in love with your hands. I mean, Ige's had a lot of success at dropping people with those looping punches. So he's like, he believes in it, and rightly so, because he can drop Edson. But as I say, I'd like to see him just set it up a little bit first.
And Barboza, certainly you know this, Felder, is he'll attack you at all 3 levels. I mean, you never know where he's going to go, but it's going to hurt every time he lands.
Yeah, every time you see him load up for a kick, you don't. It could be to the head, body, or your leg. And here he's been showing a really strong clinch in this fight too. He's really gripping onto the head of Ige, making him have to work out of here. Oh, looking for an elbow.
Oh, wow, and then digs an uppercut, does Barboza. Ige trying to take this fight to the mat. Barboza escapes.
Yeah, Ige was looking good there, cutting off the cage.
That hurt him again. Maybe not as much as that shot in the second round, but...
Oh, wow, a nice
there
right
you
from
go.
Ige.
And a good jab as well.
Yeah, that got Edson's respect from Ige. Nice
Entering
hook.
the final 2 minutes of this featherweight bout. And Barboza answering the questions, looking every bit as dangerous at featherweight as he did at lightweight.
I mean, that was a heavy low kick. And Ige didn't even respond. Didn't even, like, take a second, didn't shake his leg out, just kept advancing forward.
Oh, wow.
Nice jab there.
Ige trying to go to that body kick, and Barboza found a home for the jab. Final 90 seconds here.
This is good for Ige. Push him up against the fence, try and land some knees, try and get a takedown. Out in the open there, he was taking too many shots.
Got it when he gets it.
Nice takedown from Ige.
Very, very nice.
And he's in great position. He's got some ground and pound.
2 big shots there.
Couple of big left hands from Ige that found the chin.
Yeah, he's trying to step over.
Barboza from his back, but nice defense so far to get the legs in. Ige trying to swing around and at least grab half guard here. We'll see what the next move is. Now trying to swing that right leg over out of danger.
Yeah, he's going to kick that right leg back and then step over both feet, and then he can kind of begin to advance to side control or even half guard.
Big elbow on the way down from Ige.
Oh, nice.
Very
Trying
nice.
to slice through.
Sliced through for just a minute there, but
Edson showing
yeah, the defensive
good defense
grappling
off
that
his
he
back.
has.
Yep.
Yeah, very good guard.
And for Edson, this is smart. He knows as long as I hang on here, I'm probably going to get the decision. He doesn't want to do anything risky down here on the ground and end up in a submission either.
Final seconds here for Ige, who's applying the pressure, but will it be enough? We'll have to find out after this, but we knew this was going to be a good one, and it was. 15 full minutes at featherweight. Respect now, and a decision coming up next. decision has just been tallied, and we are ready to hear it. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Troy Ricard scores it 29-28, Barboza. Saldi Amato scores it 29-28, Ige. And Derek clearly scores the contest 29-28 for the winner by split decision, Dan 50K Ige.